Hey everybody, it's Silver Orpheus, and welcome to my new Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. This is one of my favorite video games of all time, and I'm actually really glad to actually get to this game. For the uninitiated, this game came out in 1998, which was actually not that long from when I was born, but it's still older than me nonetheless. But hey, I still love this game. Now, I'm actually going to be playing the original version on the Virtual Console. There is the 3DS remake, which is actually the version I prefer everyone to play, but I just like to be authentic with stuff like that. And thus, let's begin. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi the Fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces, even now, are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend, and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. Hello, Link. Wake up. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku Tree has summoned you. Let's get going right now. And we are now in control of Link. Yes. As no one should have really seen that coming. Anyway, welcome to the Kokiri Forest. Yahoo! Hi, Link! All we gotta do, just move down the ladder, and that's all you gotta do to head down. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? Great Deku Tree has summoned you. It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. And that we shall. Off we go. So, Link. Link has some few movement options. All you gotta do is just press A to roll. This is gonna be quite the defining movement action, but it's not really that bad. Press A to grab items, such as rocks here. All you gotta do is just move into surfaces like that, and you can climb them. Just simply moving against them will cause Link to jump. Here we have some grass right here. Rupees. These are the currency in this game. Reds are worth 3. Reds. Greens are worth 1. Blues are worth 3. And reds are worth 20. In addition to that, each pile, or each patch rather, contains some rupees for you to collect. In addition, you can also communicate with the NPCs here. A by the stone to pick it up. A by the stone to pick it up. Okay, yeah. Mean old Mido. He made me pick up the rocks in front of his house. Well, seems like we're in front of Mido's house over here. So let's go ahead and head on inside and collect and get what lies in the chests here. Which is a blue rupee. Oh. Thanks, game. Thanks for the contradictory. Now it saves me time in editing. What's inside this one? Here we got another blue rupee. Another 5 rupees. Let's go ahead and open this one. What's in here? Recovery heart. As you guys can tell up there in the top left, you got 3 hearts up there. That represents Link's life force. These recovery hearts will restore that if you have taken damage. Kind of pointless right now because we haven't come across a single enemy yet. Inside this chest is a green rupee. Now I think is there something over here? No, there's not. Some house you got over here, Mido. That's actually kind of lame of you. Anyway, we can go ahead and take this time to actually explore the Kokiri Forest proper. Over there is Link's house. And in here we have a whole bunch of recovery carts you can collect and nothing else. At least I think. Yep, that's all that's in here. Okay, that's kind of pointless, but I can somewhat buy it. Inside this house, yes, we have these pots that we can pick up and toss aside into a wall. That gives us 1 green rupee. I think almost every house has something like this. Not all of them, I don't think. Oh, whoa. I didn't actually know you were in here. My sister took some rupees and went shopping at the store that has a red roof. Teehee. Speaking of rupees, a green one is worth 1, a blue is worth 5, and a red one is worth 20. Hehe. So the blue one was the only one I was wrong on. Okay, that's noted. Okay, so over here is the shop that girl was just talking about. Sometimes you can get blue rupees by swimming in the water, which you can just do by moving into it. Really nice. I don't exactly want to do that. Now, over here we can actually platform. Get blue rupees that way. Get rupees there. And we get a blue rupee over here. That puts us at 38 rupees. Really nice. So, I think with that, there's a blue rupee up there. So, why exactly am I collecting rupees, might I ask? Well, might you guys ask, rather. I'm not the one really asking here. Well, the reason for that is that over here, we can see that we can't move on because this guy is wave dashing in place. Well, if you attempt to talk to him... Hey you, Mr. No Fairy! What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he have summoned you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh. Yes, we need a sword and shield in order to go see the Great Deku Tree. Very funny. Anyway, once Navi's done having a spaz attack, we'll go ahead and head on up. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and head up the ladder. You might want to be careful over here because it is actually very easy to fall off this bridge. And here we get a blue rupee. Let's talk to her. Hehehe, you came all the way up here. You're a real man. Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with up so you can look around the forest with the stick. How should you try that? Okay, once Navi is actually done. Oh, whoa, that's actually wildly creepy. Yeah, we're done there. Anyway, up here is where we need to go. We need both a sword and a shield in order to carry on. And over here, we have a little secret passage over here. Let's go ahead and go on inside of it. And over there, we can actually see a sign. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera around whenever I can. This sign over here, it reads, "Viewpoint with Z targeting. When you have no object to look at, you can just look forward with Z. Stop moving and then change the direction you are facing, or hold down Z for a little while. This can help you get oriented in the direction you want to face. It's quite convenient. If you hold down Z, you can walk sideways while facing straight ahead." Okay, yeah, it's basically just telling us controls. Now over here we get another blue rupee. And we're about to have, well, some boulders, which we're not going to be able to see because we are already where we need to be. And in here, get ready, because you are about to hear probably the greatest jingle in the entire game. We got the Kokiri sword. On the equipment scope subscreen, select it with the cursor and equip it with A. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Yeah, that's fine, because I don't really think we are going to be fighting much. All we gotta do is just press A to equip it, and I don't want to save my game, thank you. Anyway, yeah, those boulders over there, they will actually hurt you. Does that mean anything to me? Nope, because we're out. Alright, so with that, we are now good to go and get the shield. Now, the shield is actually in a very easy to get location. So, all we gotta do in order to get the shield is go over to the shop over there. Yes, we were already at the site. Here's the catch. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and explain this later. Hi Link, look this way. Look over here with Z, and talk to me with A. Yeah, this girl over here is talking about Z targeting. Yep. Basically just telling us how to use a fairy. Pretty much nothing special about that at all. But, hey, I actually kind of like that. And this is exactly what makes the 3D games really different from the 2D games. It's because Z targeting will change the entire spectrum of Zelda from this point onwards. So yeah, we are pretty much free to go inside the shop right here. So, you're about to find out the reason why I wanted to go and get all those rupees. Because the Deku Shield here costs 40 of them. You're gonna have to go out of your way in order to get this. So, yeah, glad I actually went through all of that. We got the Deku Shield, and we can now equip it the same way we did with the Kokiri sword. So, once the game is done explaining it to us, no, I don't want to have things explained to us, we can go on in here and equip it. No. So yeah, we have both the sword and a shield. So let's go back and talk to Mido, who is just gonna wait for us over there. Alright, we're back with the sword and shield. If you want to... okay, yeah, you should at least equip a sword and shield. What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief! Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp's still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot! How did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the great Deku Tree, huh? And he finally moves out of the way. Yep, we are free to move onwards. So now with him out of the way, we are free to go to the great Deku Tree. But first, we got trouble. In the form of Deku Babas. When defeated, they drop Deku Sticks. These items here are responsible for a very large glitch, and I'm not going to be explaining this glitch for a little while. So yeah, we can carry up to 10 sticks at a time, and that doesn't really matter, we're already here. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the great Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate parades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? No! Perhaps you do not yet have confidence in your abilities. Return to the Kokiri Forest to learn the skills of combat. When thou art ready, return here, and speak with me using Z. So, yeah, I have to talk to the Great Deku Tree. And he's pretty much just gonna tell us the stuff again, because, yeah, why not? Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Yes, we do. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the Fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use up to listen well to her words of wisdom. Yeah, I don't think I'm really going to be using that unless I really need to. Well, let's go ahead and head on inside the Great Deku Tree, because as you guys know, my episode 1s are typically rather long, and typically are 2 episode lengths long. And welcome to the inside of the Deku Tree. Anyway, in here, if we turn around, you can see the light out there. But over here, we have some Deku Babas to deal with. So, what we're going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and hit them, and Deku Babas also drop Deku Nuts. These items are amazing, quite frankly. What I'm going to do, in fact, I'm going to do it now, is that I'm going to go ahead and map the Deku Nuts to the right, which, by the way, this is actually going to bring me to something later on. But I'll go ahead and tell you right now that using Deku Nuts, or rather using any like sub item at all in this game on the Virtual Console is a pain, quite frankly, because if you're playing the Virtual Console releases, you have to use the right stick. There's no other way to do it. This can be very, very bad, because sometimes you can end up making the wrong action, and you can just end up paying for it. Anyway, we are pretty much here. And look at the wall. The vines are growing on it. On a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. Yes, but I don't think he's going to let me. So instead, we'll just go ahead and open up this chest right here, because the chest actually has something that I want in it. So I'll go ahead and gladly take the dungeon map. Press start to get into the subscreens, and look at the map screen. Yes, blue chambers are places we have already visited. Dungeon maps are a recurring item in Zelda history. Anyway, we are good to move on. No, I don't want to. No, 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 no! And we've fallen. That might actually happen at some points. It's not exactly all that common, but it can happen nonetheless. But hey, at least if anything, I can restock on nothing. Great on me. But anyway, we're back up here now, and let's go ahead and head over here and jump. So while we're here, I guess we can take this time to go over these various slashes, because I actually have those in my notes and I've yet to go over them. Just by pressing V alone, you can do horizontal slashes. Moving forward and pressing B will cause Link to do a vertical slash. And or you can use Z target to do a vertical slash. But if you're Z targeting and moving forward, you will do a thrust, which is probably one of the best actions in the entire game. In addition, you can do a spin attack by rotating the stick and pressing B. There you go. We can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Yes, this is something that's going to happen a lot, but it's not really that bad. So anyway, let's go ahead and open the door. And here we are greeted by a new enemy. These guys are Deku Scrubs. These guys are quite pathetic, because what you do is that you just reflect their attacks back at them. Nothing special at all. When you jump a high cliff, yep, you forward, and you roll on the ground when you land. Alright, so yeah. It's alright, I guess. It's not really the greatest thing, though. And anyway, we just open the door. So, I actually have some history, because, I'm actually doing a re-record of this, because I've actually gotten a new piece of equipment for this, in the form of Adobe Audition, which is going to be my new audio source, which may be why I'm a little louder right now. But in addition to that, around this point, something ended up happening in the middle of that recording session. A bird... For those who are following my Twitter, you might know this, but a bird ended up flying into my house. And I had to get up and leave in the middle of the session in order to help my family chase it out. I'd be remiss if I did not show footage of that, so here's my reaction to here's my reaction to the bird when I come back. That was absolutely hilarious. Okay, so a bird ended up getting inside my house. Quite the episode we have here. A cardinal ended up getting inside of the house. How it got in my house in the first place, I don't know, but needless to say, there was a cardinal in my house. Wow, what a way to start off a Let's Play. So yeah, that was very funny nonetheless. Anyway, we are pretty much done here. We just got the slingshot, which is a very useful item. In fact, it's probably one of the single most important items that Link gets. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to equip this to down. No, I don't want to save. We can Z target, hold down, fire. And with that, that drops the ladder over there. And yeah, you don't want to do that. Over here, we get Deku Seeds. These are pretty much the bullets for the slingshot. If you can, get them. Your maximum is 30, but you can equip these later on in the game. So let's go ahead and head on up here. Go through the door. The Deku Scrub, however, is not back, which is good for us, considering the fact that the less enemies to deal with, the better. But we're gonna head on over here, and we got new enemies. These are Skullwachulas. Actually, yeah, these are Skullwachulas. They sit on walls, and they merely exist to be shot. So, they're dead. But however, we're probably going to find that there's going to be one up there that is, well, too high up to Z target. So what we're going to do is that we're just going to aim up, and then we can Z target him from there. That is all of them. All the spiders are gone. So yeah, really good thing to know. Now we can go higher into the Deku tree. And we come on over here. Let's say to drop. And new enemy. These are Skulltulas. And one jump slash from these things with the Kokiri sword will instantly kill them. Very good to know. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and head on inside this door right here, and we are greeted by a puzzle sequence. I can't exactly kill you right now. I have only one stick that I don't want to waste. So you know what? Let's go ahead and deal with this. Over here, if you can hear that odd clicking sound, that is actually, that segment is actually on a time limit. Those platforms will go back into the ground when the time runs out. So that's really good to keep in mind. And we got the compass. Now we can track where we are on the map. So yeah, really good there. Anyway, we got more Deku Babas. I'll just go ahead and take this opportunity to get me another Deku stick, because we are going to be needing them. More Deku Babas over here. I will gladly fight you. And I took damage. Okay, yeah. That's exactly what happens when you take damage. Anyway, I'm going to flash you with the Deku Nut, and Jump Slash. And he's dead. Now, in order to actually get back up there, I'm going to have to hit the switch again. And then I'm going to have to go over there on the left platform. Not that hard to do. And we get a chest. In here, we have a recovery heart. Okay. That's actually really useful. Over here is something of importance. This is a gold Skulltula. These creatures are very important. There's only 100 of them in the entire world, and defeating all 100 of them is actually needed for 100%. Yes, I will be going after all 100 of them. God help me. Let's just go ahead and start by taking care of you. And that is the first, Skulltula token. Yeah, we are now completely done with this room. Everything to do in here. And now, in order to actually progress, what we're going to need to do is that we're going to have to light that torch over there with fire. There's going to be a lot of puzzles in this game that involve fire to solve puzzles. And, whoa, the knockback on that actually sent me flying back. Okay. Anyway, we get another Skulltula to deal with. Not that bad to deal with. Oh god, oh god. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should have did that. There we go, he's done now. I think I'm actually gonna go in over there and jump from the other ledge, because there's a recovery heart there, and I kinda want my health. Oh, there's another Skulltula. Thank you. Bye. Alright, he's done. Just gonna make the jump. Oh crap, he dropped one too, and I landed. And I'll go ahead and kill you, take the stick, and I'll see you back up there. And we're back! Okay, let's go ahead and just jump off the cliff right now. And with that, we have made it into the next part. So, here we have all this water here. There's also a gold Skulltula over there. I will gladly kill you, where I can miss horribly. That works too. And there we go. With you dead, I'm just going to go ahead and climb up here. Get myself to a good position. And jump off. Or not jump off, and I can just fall like an idiot. Okay. Link, I'm really going to need you to cooperate here. There we go. We got the second gold Skulltula token. Nice. And with that, there should be another one. I kind of want to climb up here. Yeah, I want to climb up here. Thank you. But first, we gotta do with Deku Babas. And I'll go on ahead and kill you because I want a Deku stick. Thank you. Rupee there. Okay. Yeah, there's another gold Skulltula in the same exact room. How funny. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get our third Skulltula token in the same episode. Wow. And he's dead. Gonna fall back in. The rupee dissipated. That will actually happen from time to time. So, nothing really much there. And pressing that switch causes that spiderweb to burn. And we can get a recovery heart. And we get more life energy. Okay. So now what we need to do over there is that we need to take a Deku stick. Come on over here. Make sure it doesn't burn out, because that will result in a dead stick, and we can come on over here. And here we get another Deku Scrub. Now, the thing about Deku Scrubs is that, you can't get too far away from them, otherwise they won't do anything. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yes, you are a traitor. And I will gladly see what is in these right here, which turns out these are just plants right over here. And we are now back on Deku seeds, which we are going to actually need here. I did not actually want to use my stick. Okay, and I also used it on the wrong door. You guys might see this eye over here. This eye, I didn't want to use that. If you shoot it, that opens up the path. And we can now go ahead and move on. This part over here. After we get into the water, if we hold down A, we can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Yes there are, actually. We're gonna go ahead and head on underwater. Let's head on down. Press the switch. We can barely just get down there. Now we are on a time limit to get back over there. Now we also have to get on that platform before the water level rises again. This can actually be pretty dangerous provided you're not fast enough. It's not that bad, but it can get pretty monotonous. Anyway, we got a Skulltula over there. Let's take care of it before it actually gets back up. There we go. Over here we have more Deku Seeds and a green rupee. Not really that bad. Anyway, over here we got... oh god. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing the stick towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Yes. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and not climb. Camera, thank you. Now, this brings me into some attention. You see that red in the background, right? Sometimes the camera will actually go beyond the boundaries of this world, apparently. And as a result, it will cause the game to, you can see what lies beyond the actual area here. Anyway, we got more Deku Babas. And I took damage. And I took more damage. Okay. I'm probably gonna need a recovery heart from here. Okay, thanks for the Deku stick. You just left yourself wide open for that. Before we do anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some health back, although I know these aren't gonna give me a recovery heart. Yeah, all I got was just Deku seeds for that. And through here, we can light this right here. Okay, go ahead and use that right away so I don't lose my Deku stick. Oh, hey, there was a recovery heart in there. Oh, what luck. Alright, in here. Oh god. Okay, he's dead. Okay, yeah, that's not that bad. Here we got some new enemies. Not Deku Babas, although I would like your item. I didn't want to use that either. In here, we use the Deku stick. Can't get anything out of that, although there are Deku Babas in there. Here! These guys are Goma larvae. And yeah, these guys aren't really the brightest. I did end up taking damage to them, but they're really not that bad. I say as I took damage to them. Anyway, I want to get out of here before my stick burns. There we go. There we go. So now we can go ahead and head on into this passage over here. And while doing that, we can see that we have made it back over here. And there's another block over there we can use. Although I kind of want to kill these Deku Babas before I do anything. Oh, what? I was blocking. Okay. There we go. Okay, you're dead now. More Deku Babas. Oh. Thanks for the free stick. It's most appreciated. I'm probably going to need a recovery heart soon, because this is starting to get me into a situation where I'm probably going to go into panic mode soon. So that would be most appreciated, although that's probably not going to end up happening. But anyway, we can go ahead and drop this boulder down. And now we have a new... Now we can actually use this torch right here. Ignite it. There we go. Head over here onto this platform right here, and we're going to roll into the webbing. Drop the stick, and we're going to fall. Into the water. There is recovery hearts down there if you need them. There are 2 to be more specific. All you gotta do is just swim into them, as I just did. Now here! This is what that one Deku Scrub was telling us earlier. 23 is number 1. We gotta hit all 3 of these guys. Before... Now you gotta be really quick with this. There we go. You gotta be really quick, otherwise they will get out of their stunning animation. How'd you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. And we have opened the way. So, in we go. Alright, sorry for the cut there. I just started running out of breath real quick, so I decided to get a drink of my water. Anyway, with that, we are free to enter. Now note, any map that has a skull on it, the skull path will lead you to the boss room. Keep that in mind for future dungeons. But anyway, here we are. And with that, there's only one path to do here. Let's go ahead and look up. And see the division sign for an eye. And breaking the tension here, we have our first boss battle. This is Parasitic Armored Arachnid Goma. Goma here is not the most damaging tool in the shed. In fact, if anything, Goma is actually one of the easier bosses. All we gotta do is just hold the Z target on her. When she goes up into the air like this, you want to hold the slingshot. Because when Goma's eye goes red, that's your cue to shoot. Like now. Use the swing slash, and she is... Use jump slash, and she is dead. Beautiful. And that's it. One cycle Queen Goma. And now... we have a portal over there. That'll take us to the end. However, this right here is a new item. A heart container. Heart containers will expand your life energy. Really good to know. Anyway, let's head on out of here. Well done, Link. Thou hast fairly demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Furor, the goddess of courage. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Furor, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens, and golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence, and that resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse upon me. We got Jello. Okay, the 3DS version of this game actually makes it to where the spiritual, where the Kokiri's Emerald is actually, well, more of a stone. Here it just looks like a blob of Jello, but that's neither here nor there. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the Fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, Great Deku Tree.